Hi everybody, welcome to tonight's last class of the season, and we're going to make this cute little gnome arrangement. So in your little bag you're going to find your oasis, and you're going to find your container, and you're either going to fill a sink full of water or you are going to get a bucket and fill that up. So you're going to take your oasis out of the tissue paper and you're going to just drop it in. You don't want to push it down, because if you push it down, it won't take water in the middle, and then your flowers aren't going to last. You're going to take this and throw it in the garbage. Do not reuse this, because there's so many fine particles from the oasis. Not good. So don't save the tissue. Okay, so while that is soaking, you're going to find your greens pack. In your flower pack, you're going to take out the greens that were in there. They just need a water source, so they couldn't be packed with the cold pack greens. We're just going to open this up and get our greens all going here. So once your oasis has completely wicked, like that, we're going to take that out and put it long ways in. Just push that down. You don't have to push too hard. Get that out of the way before I slop all over the place. Okay, so we are going to start with our green that was in with our flowers, and this is salal. So you don't want ends like this. You want to clean that off. And we're just going to put one kind of willy-nilly in the center. We use this as a base more for structure than anything else. We don't use lots of this in here because we like our Christmas greens, but it holds up the Christmas greens as well. This is a one-sided, so we're just going to kind of place one in the front, one in the center, one kind of back a little bit, and one to the side. There's no right or wrong at this stage. At all stages until you get all of the greens in, it doesn't look finished, and it won't until we're done. So that's okay. So in your green pack, you're going to find this green. This is fir. And you're going to have a whole bunch of different sizes. This is way too big, so we're going to cut that off, but we don't waste anything. And you want a clean stem to put in. So we're going to put one just kind of in the middle. And then we're going to clean this off like that. And we're just going to start going all the way around the outside edge of our container. And there's no right or wrong, because you're layering. You're putting one green on top of another. So at the end, it all comes together. So don't think that you're doing it wrong at any point, because you're not. We all get to the end result the same. Yours is not going to look like your neighbor's. It never will, because the greens are different sizes, different shapes, and this is your creative part that you are doing now, so you do it how you want to see it. So let's just get a few more pieces in here. It smells fabulous. Here, and like if you get a piece that's long like this, I just cut them in half, and you're just going to tuck and tuck and keep tucking until you've used your greens up. And I go underneath and over top of these, the first layer, and you're going to do that with each section that we go through. Tuck that one in there. Don't forget to put a couple in the back. We call it the bum of the arrangement. Just cover up that oasis so that you don't see it. Okay, so that is our next level. The next green we're going into is pine. Before you start working with this, if you have a good shirt on, you need to put something on so that you don't get it on you, because it's very, very, very sticky and it won't come out of your clothes. So we've got most of them pre-cut to size for you. As you'll see, all of our, they're not leaking right now. As soon as you cut that, it's going to leak. So you need to be super careful with that. But most of them should be pretty much the size that you need it. We're just going to start placing them in again around the arrangement. If you have a needle like that, just pull that off. It's when you go to cut it that it's going to have lots of sap. Take a bigger, one of your taller pieces and tuck it in your center. We don't use lots of pine in these because they're so bushy. You'll never get your flowers in them. So that one is the least amount of all of your Christmas greens that you're going to do. Now you're going to go into your cedar. These pieces are way too big. You're going to pretty much cut them in half. We call this the baby's breath of the greens because it feels so nice. So you don't want to put it in like this either. You're going to take that last one off so that you have a little bit of an edge. And again, you're just going to go all the way around. I'm going to make all of mine into 2 pieces. If your piece is shorter, then it's fine. But if they're long like these ones are, you're going to have trouble. So just plane it off, cut it in half, and then just work your way around your arrangement. Forget to put a couple pieces in the center. And then you're going to go all the way around the outside. Make sure you're going over and under. I have one piece here that is so long that I'm actually cutting it into 3 pieces. Like that. And like that. Okay, so there we are. Now we are going to go back to our kit and we are going to find our bow. We're going to put that in and we're going to need one of these wood picks. So you're just going to take this off of the cardboard that it came on. If it comes undone, like this one did, don't twist it a lot. Twist it like twice. And then you're going to lay your pick on top of this. And you're just going to wind it around like that. Okay? And then you're going to tuck it in kind of into the middle because it's kind of the focal for that one. And you're going to take your cute little gnome guy. You're going to take your sticker off him. Need that in there. And you're going to tuck it in at the top. This is kind of a guideline of where you're going to put your flowers. So wherever you decide to put this little guy is going to kind of determine that. The next thing you're going to take out of your kit is your snowflakes and your other 2 picks. And on your snowflakes, you're going to see there's a little hole there. You're just going to run your wire through that, like that. Just twist, like that. And then you're going to decide where you would like, this is the fun part. You get to decide where you want to put it. You can put them on either side, you can put them together, whatever your little heart desires. You can do that with the other one. And if your stick happens to be a little bit too long for where you're placing it, you can just cut that with scissors or break it off. Okay, so the next one we're going to go to is your daisies. Now, I like them bunched and grouped, but you can also take them off and put them in individually. So you're just going to make sure that you get a clean cut on that. Tuck one in just above the bow here, like that. These ones don't get wasted either. If you do decide to do that, you can just find a place to tuck them in. those off. And then I'm just going to tuck it in on this side. That. I'm going to tuck one in the center here. And then we're going to go to our carnations. So when the carnations come in, they're not always open. So the way to open it is to hold your hand like that, and we call it fluffing. It just pushes the petals open. So now you're going to measure. I want them to sit about there. So you're gonna, you see where your oasis is. So you're just gonna measure to the lip of the container, and then it'll go in exactly at the height that you want it to. So you can do that all the way around. And again, if you want to do groupings, you can do groupings at this point, or you can spread them out throughout the body of the arrangement, wherever you would like to see them. There is no wrong at this in doing this part of it. It's just wherever you want to see it. Again, we're just going to measure to the container. That tucked in there. And then we're going to go to our mini currants. And these you're actually going to take off of the main stem. And you want a clean edge. So you're just going to clean that off because you don't want a little nodule, because then when you go to put it in your oasis, it'll break your oasis. So you don't want that. You want to clean it off like that. And again, we're just going to go all the way around the body of our arrangement, tucking in our pretty little carnations. I like mini currants, especially at Christmas. And I'm running out of room to put them. And the last one is going to go in here. And that is our Gnome for the Holidays arrangement. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us tonight, and have a wonderful Christmas. Take care.